Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and I hope you guys had a very nice day today. Now I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Nur Kamarina binti Muhammad Alimi. I am a student from University Technology Mara Campus Tapah Perak. I am from group AS1201_2. So today I'm going to present about one of the topic in general chemistry under a theme named Technology in Chemistry with the subtopic Polymer. So basically this topic we have learned in Form 5 with the same title Polymer. Firstly, before we go further into this topic, we have to know what is polymer. A polymer is a long chain molecule that is made from a combination of many repeating basic units. These basic units is known as monomer. Polymers also can be classified into several groups based on the source of polymers, on how the polymers is produced, and the correct characteristics of the polymer that been produced. As we learn deeper and deeper about this topic, we'll be aware that there are various products around us that made from polymer, such as protein, starch, polyethylene, and nylon. You may also wonder where polymers came from, or in other words, what is the source of polymers? Polymers can either be natural polymers or synthetic polymers. Natural polymers are polymers that naturally available and can be obtained in our surroundings. For example, protein. For protein, meat is a source of protein that made up of amino acids, which is a type of monomer. And another example is starch. Starch is a natural polymer that originates from glucose. On the other hand, for synthetic polymers, it is opposite from natural polymers. It is because these polymers are mainly made through chemical reaction in laboratories and factories. We also call these polymers in general name as plastic that refer to synthetic polymer. We can also find these synthetic polymers in industrial sector. For example, nylon and polyvinyl chloride or PVC. So now we're gonna go to the type of polymers. So there are three types of polymers. Number one is thermoplastic polymers. Number two, thermosetting polymers. And number three, elastomer polymers. Now we're gonna go to one by one. Number one, thermoplastic polymers. So these polymers that can be repeatedly remolded upon heating and can be recycled. When it heated, the thermoplastic will melt and solidify when they are cooled. For example, for these polymers is PVC and also nylon. Number two, thermosetting polymers. For these polymers, it cannot be remolded after heating, and normally it will disintegrate or burn upon heating and cannot be recycled. The example for these polymers is melamine. Lastly, for elastomer polymers, these polymers, it can be stretched, and after it's stretched, it can also return to their original shape when released. It also possesses high elasticity properties, which means it has an ability to behave or respond elastically. The example for these polymers is polyurethane. I bet that you guys really want to know about the reaction to produce polymers. So basically, the monomer combination reaction to produce polymers is called polymerization reactions. For this reaction, it can be divided into two types, which is addition polymerization, and another one is condensation polymerization. For the first one, addition polymerization. For this reaction, it occurs when monomers that have double covalent bonds between two carbon, like this, react with another. So during this reaction, the double bond is open and the monomers are added to the molecule chain to produce a polymer. So this is an example of the reaction that occurs. So as you can see up here, there are 18 molecules that react to each other, which is double covalent bonds. And when it went through the polymerization reaction, which is addition polymerization reaction, it produced a polymer named polyethylene. Number 2, condensation polymerization. So for this reaction, it involves at least 2 different monomers, and for each monomers that involve consists of 2 functional groups that will take part in condensation polymerization. The product for this reaction is a polymer and another byproduct, which is water or HCl molecule or hydrochloric acid. So this is a condensation polymerization reaction to produce terylene, which is a type of polyester. For this reaction, there are chemical reactions right here that react to each other and produce a polymer, terylene, and a byproduct, H2O molecules or water. After all the explanation about polymers, now we jump to the use of polymers in our daily life. So in our daily life, a common polymers that always be used is synthetic polymers. Synthetic polymers are used in various aspects of life as they possess properties that cannot be found in natural polymers. For example, various medical and laboratory apparatus are made of polypropylene. And for another example, nylon that produces threads that are important for the textile industry. It is because synthetic polymers has a very strong characteristic to be used in our daily life. It also can be a good insulator of heat, lightweight, strong and hard, and last but not least, it has resistance to high heat. Now we're gonna move to the last context of this video, which is we're gonna discuss the correlation between polymers and environment. For polymers, it may be used for something useful in many fields in our life, but it also has its own disadvantages. It happens because diverse properties that can be found in polymers increase their demands and uses over the years. For some polymers are durable and take a very long time to disintegrate that cause serious pollution problems in our earth. When we talk about serious pollution problems, it will relate with marine pollution, and surely it will affect many creatures that will lead to death and after that extinction. And if we talk about polymers, plastic is a common polymer that always relate to marine pollution that creates microplastic that will enter marine food chain. And yeah, landfills, on the other hand, are filled with non-biodegradable plastic bags that affect the environment. I think that's all the context for polymers today. Thank you for lending me your ears and spending your time to listen to my explanation about polymers. I hope it's useful for you guys for further revision, and I hope to some extent it will increase your knowledge about chemistry. Bye!
The feeling when I'm with ya, it don't matter what's outside the